Hello, Tribute Band Central. How is everyone doing today? Welcome to the channel. I have a very special guest today. I'm doing another installment of my interview series, and I have Alan Vaughan here. He is a musician who has both a lot of original music that we're going to talk about and focus on, and also I had the pleasure of seeing him at the Beatles Takeover Night. He has the Big Chicken Beatles Band. Welcome to the show, Alan. How are you doing today?
Well, good afternoon, Holly. It's a pleasure, really a pleasure. I appreciate you asking me to talk about myself because I don't get much chance to do that. Nobody wants to listen most of the time. So it's I don't know how entertaining it'll be, but I do my best anyway. It's certainly my pleasure to be here, and I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Well, you are very welcome, and I enjoy the music that I got to hear. I got to hear you do some Beatles stuff, and I did do a little research. And being from the Atlanta area, I certainly got quite a chuckle on the Big Chicken part because for my listeners who aren't in the Atlanta area, it is absolutely currently it's a Kentucky Fried Chicken, but it has a very huge chicken sign that's mechanical where the eyes move and the beak moves and you have picked up on that. So outstanding.
So when I moved into this area, I came over from England in 2000. I had been here many, many years ago. I did college here in that, and then back over to England, and then came here. Back in 2000, never thought I'd live in Georgia, but here I am. And when I did come to this area, I'd never been to Georgia before, and I came to Marietta, and everybody's talking about, directions. Well, how do you get there? Well, you go down to the Big Chicken, take a left, and the Big Chicken was this local iconic sort of a landmark, and that was intriguing to me. And at the time, I had in mind to put together a Beatles band of some description, just because I was at that point in my life, I felt like doing it. And so I did note that there was a Big Chicken chorus, which is a men's chorus. And so I thought, well, why not the Big Chicken Beatles band, And it made me smile, and everyone I ever told the name to made them smile as well. So, the Big Chicken's got it's got a Wikipedia page, so it's
Oh,
quite famous in its own right. So we figured we'd ride the tail feathers of fame.
very good. Very good. Awesome. Awesome. Well, let's talk about your original music. So you've been doing different things for a number of years. And tell me, where are you at right now? You're just getting started with really focusing on it, or how has it been?
So, okay. Um, I guess I've always been an entertainer. When I was a kid, my sister took ballet lessons. I took tap, and we performed tap. We were at this wonderful Kay Goddard School of Dance in England, and they put together performances of kids. And we went to these little seaside towns and performed there. And so I've never been particularly shy about doing that sort of thing anyway. But anyway, so I was always singing in a school choir, and did took piano lessons, and then graduated onto drums because I was one of those kids that was beating on the desk in school. And the test of whether you could be a drummer or not, if you were a drummer or not, was could you play Wipeout. And I could play Wipeout by the Surfaris, right?
Yeah.
But
Oh, I
better.
remember it well.
There you go. And that was the test. And if you could play that, I could play it better than anybody else that I knew. So I was a drummer. So eventually my parents, after having got me a piano to play, and I took lessons for all that period of time, but I got onto the drums, and got a kit. And so that was the first band. And from there, then I took up guitar, but I always sang all the way through it. So I was the drummer back there singing the lead vocals in my very first band in 1970 with my best mate who showed me a couple of guitar chords. And I got tired of lugging all that stuff around. I thought these guitarists, they just like walk up, plug in, and or talk to the girls while I'm still setting up my bloody kit. So uh, you know. But anyway, long story short, to get to here, all throughout that period, all my life, I have been just absolutely bombarded. I was in England during the great eruption of one of a kind music that I don't think we'll never see that kind of explosion again. So it was the Beatles, as they
Yep.
released each of their new singles and the albums, the rest. Not only was the next one, uh, you know, as good or better than the last one, which you thought could never be beat, but it was different as well. So it was everyone was different. After about four or five of these, and it's like different and better or as good and same level, and just you're mind blown. You just have to accept hands up, like these guys are amazing. Anyway, so I became a big fan, and not only that, but look, my very first concert, I went with my mom and my sister and Anita from across the street. And we went, and the headliner was Engelbert Humperdinck.
Oh,
But see,
wow.
that wasn't the reason that I went. That was back in the day when they've got several on the bill, right?
Yeah.
So the top was Engelbert Humperdinck. The second one was Cat Stevens, who I was interested.
Oh,
And at that
yeah.
time, nobody over here knows this, but his first release that made him big over there was called Matthew and Son. Great, great track. So look it up if you get a chance.
Okay.
But beneath them was the Walker Brothers, kind of like England's Righteous Brothers. And then at the bottom of the bill was this new act called Jimi Hendrix Experience.
Oh my
Um,
goodness.
so we
Oh,
got Engelbert and Jimi Hendrix. So that was my very first concert, right? But we're always watching Top of the Pops every night, and we're seeing Traffic, we're seeing Cream, we're seeing the Beatles, we're seeing Crazy World of Arthur Brown, we're seeing just such a wide, disparate um, range of excellent and creative music. I couldn't help, but become such a music fan. So all those influences through all my life. Then when I moved to 70, then it starts with like All Right Now by Free and big drums on that. So I'm playing drums at the time. So, but then you got all the 70s and all that stuff it can't help but influence you as you play. Now the whole time I'm just trying to learn how to play the stuff that I hear and that I love.
hmm.
And I figure I just want to reproduce that, be able to learn how to do that. And over the years, as I'm doing that, it's all sinking in, right? It's becoming part of the DNA. So as I'm doing that, I start writing stuff as well. I've always been a writer. As a matter of fact, my degrees in journalism,
Oh,
and
wow.
I've
Very
always been
cool.
an editor, writer, that sort of person. So all that combined to make I'm generating my own stuff over the years. Now I haven't done anything with it for a long time. Now I get to this kind of an age, and I go, you know what? I suddenly reached a point where it's like I have played like 3, 4, 5 nights in bars and in pubs in a row as a solo, as a duo, in bands and various iterations for all these years. And I always thought, well, that's what I'll do until I die. I'll drop dead, on stage, and I'm doing that. But strangely enough, I reached a point a couple of years ago when I thought, you know what? I'm over this now. I don't have that same motivation. I feel I've proved whatever I have to prove in
hmm.
doing that, playing other people's stuff to people, to drunk people. I thought, well, you know what do I really want to do? And I thought, well, I might as well get off my ass and start you know, uh, recording and publishing the stuff I've written. And not only that, I'm not the only one. I know I have lots of musician friends that I've met over the years, and
Hmm.
blessed to have at the moment who are very, very good musicians, and everybody's got something to add. A lot of people have written stuff as well over the years. And so here was my vision. I see the great our demographic, the people that are greater than 50 in
Yes.
years, and
Yes.
music um, new music that comes out all the time. Who is that aimed at? It's aimed at the same people it's always been aimed at forever, and that is the teens, the kids, and
Yeah.
maybe young adults, right? And that's that very narrow demographic that new music is aimed at. So who's serving our sensibilities? Moreover, we have been spoiled by the amazing music we've been exposed to over the years. So that
Hmm.
any new music that's going to be released for us, uh, we're pretty kind of discerning about it. We don't want to hear pap. We don't want to hear, this the boy meets girl, blah 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 blah, and that's got holds no interest. So I thought there's a whole audience out there. We're still that bell curve of the population. We haven't all
Mhm.
died off yet, and
Exactly.
we're being I would say, dreadfully, and it's just it's just wrong. We're doing dreadfully underserved musically. So I thought, well, you know what? Let's put together. My vision is so we pull all these resources together. We start releasing new music that is of a level and contains the kind of sensibilities that we have, um, taken on board and internalized over the years from being exposed to like everybody from Steely Dan to Pink Floyd to you name it,
Yeah.
and so that's what One Music, my publishing company, is about. It's at onemusic.biz. And I'm just getting the website really kind of going. It's there. You can go to it and you can leave messages and things like that and get in contact. But I like any musicians who would like to be involved in this kind of project. And again, it's not about if I had to do this to make money at my age, I've kind of, it's a bit that ship sailed, right?
Yeah.
So, so it's not about making the money. It's about getting that music out there because it deserves to get out there for its own sake, uh, and as well as for everyone's sake who deserves to have some new music that excites them. So there you go.
Yeah.
That's the vision that I'm on right now. That's my focus. And that's my dream. Right now, I'm working on a track called "You Resurrected Me." I'm a Christian, and so it's there is Christian influence a lot certainly,
Mhm.
but it's not just all oh it's Christian music and walk away. It, it's what you would call secular music that's consistent with being Christian, but also and some Christian music and just good music of whatever genre that it happens to be. I'm even doing a dance track right now called "I'm Dancing," and it's about just dancing like nobody's watching with joy and just that joy that makes you have to move, right? So
Exactly.
that's one thing
Exactly.
I'm working on right now, and that's a new project. But the next one to get, I did release this a couple of years ago, but I'm doing a redo of "You Resurrected Me" because that's been on my heart. I thought it didn't. It wasn't originally recorded and released in the way that it deserves. So having a go at that, and that's one I can play for you whenever
Oh,
you'd like.
cool. Cool. Well, first, let me just say you really made me think about something. Um, w- you're right. There isn't new music aimed at us as consumers right now.
Right.
And that's why, for me, I kind of started this tribute band central channel for some information. I go to a lot of tribute bands because I like to hear the music from the past. But it's not just that because I enjoy that music. You're right. There isn't new stuff coming out that is aimed at us at all. And I've never thought of it that way. That's very intriguing. And I'm really excited to hear music made by people of my generation that is still aimed at my generation today. So very
Well,
cool.
yeah,
Very
you
cool,
see that.
Alan.
See that's exactly the point, Harlan. Because I'm the same way. I've got a massive library of vinyl, and I could talk about, why analog's better than digital for a long time. Except unless you're recording and editing, then digital's way easier.
True.
But and the thing is, I find myself going to that and listening to music that's 40, 50, 60 years old. And why should I have to do that? Why can't we still get new music that's as good? Um, and I just suddenly thought, and I'm not the only one. I thought there's all of us out here. We're listening to the same old stuff over and over and over, and we have to rotate it up so we don't get bored with it. But we know it inside and out, and it's classic for a reason. It's amazing stuff. But yeah, yeah. So that's it. I don't want you to have to keep on listening to the same stuff. I don't want me to have to. I don't want anybody to have to.
Excellent, excellent. Well, for my listeners, I will put links to Alan's music site. So if you missed it when he mentioned those things, there'll be links in there so you can catch that. And this is a really big event for our channel. A little bit of problem with the audio on our recording when Alan was so nice to play a song for us. So he invited me down in person to his studio, and we are going to listen to a couple of his songs here from his studio. So Alan, thank you so much for inviting me down.
It's my pleasure.
It's great to see you again, and I cannot wait to hear a couple songs.
Yeah, well, I hope you like them.
All right. All righty.
Hopefully, at least you can hear them this time.
Absolutely.
So this first one is one that I wrote a while back and did release, but I was never happy with the recording. There were some problems with that, and so this has been on my heart to redo, and it's kind of a self-testimony, and it goes into my, you know, my Christian belief system. But it's called "You Resurrected Me." But you know, please don't go, oh, it's a God song or it's a Christian song, and no, dear, you know, it's just a song. So hopefully you like it, you know. Here we go. And it's unique in that this is the one that starts out with "When I Died." So not that many stories start out with you dying, unless you're going to go retro. But okay, anyway, we're not going to go that way. And it goes, when I died and my heart was buried, you resurrected me. When I killed myself in my stupidity, you resurrected me. When I was a child, I know you loved me. Even then I sensed what now I know. In my innocence, you took care of me. And in my guilt, your grace has healed my soul. When I lied, my heart was pounding. Now the truth has set me free. When I cried in my shame and my failure, you resurrected me. And if I live the life you gave me. Everything I do is by your grace. Yeshua, the Lord is well to save. And by your grace, my God, I'll seek your face. Then we have a big guitar solo in here. A little bit of organ coming up. Hammond, B3. We're almost ready to release this. Stay tuned on Spotify and YouTube Music and everything. When I was asleep, you joyful me. When I couldn't see, you in my eyes. Looking back inside, how long it took me. Well, I chased into things till I realized. You resurrected me. When you resurrected me, you resurrected me. Oh yeah, you resurrected me. Everything's happened to me. You resurrected me. Pick me up and set me free. You resurrected me. Oh, you resurrected me.
I do hope you re-release it because I'd love to have that on Apple Music.
Well, I
Yeah, I'll put
appreciate
that on my
that.
playlist.
I'm liking the way it's going right now. So it just, people told me, it deserves to be done properly. So we're trying to get that out there. And this will be the first one where I'm actually playing the drums on this one. I'm playing the bass guitar for the first time on any of my recordings. So playing the acoustic, bass guitar, drums. I've got some very, very talented friends who are bringing in keyboards, both piano and Hammond B3 stuff, and a very talented lead guitarist friend of mine, Michael Huggins, who's currently at work playing with that. And and then we'll be bringing some more vocals and things and see where that goes. So within a few weeks, we should have that out there somewhere.
All right. Well, for my viewers, we'll definitely have links on the comments. So definitely we will have links out there.
Appreciate it. So I'll tell you what, if you want to stop for a second, I'm going to set up my vinyl player. It's called a record player. And I'm going to play you something from a blast from my past, the very first thing, because I released this when I was a young man, a record, a 45. And it's a very simple song. And so I liked it. It's fun to me. I like the song, and hopefully you'll like it. But it gives you a glimpse into like where my head was at back then. And I liked it, but I didn't like it because I thought it just wasn't good enough, because it wasn't complex enough. Over the years, I've realized complex doesn't equal, good necessarily. So I like this just for the joyful feel to it. So I'm going to play you. It's called A Bit of a Heartbreak, and on the backside is a thing called I'm Looking, and we might listen to both of those.
Great. All right. Well, we'll get her set up.
Okay, so I'm going to intro. What we're going to do is we're going to play that Bit of a Heartbreak and Looking, and probably you're going to run some video montage over top of that or something like that. But at least I'll show you, I'll tell you how the first one, Bit of a Heartbreak, started. And it was just a really simple riff. It started with an A. And I just like doing that, and so I made a song around it, and then it ends up with a kind of a. And that's the only bit where it says it's a bit of a heartbreak, is at the end when it's going through. So anyway, hopefully you'll like it. It's kind of gets you moving a little bit, I think. So this is a bit of a heartbreak. Down. Hopefully it doesn't skip or anything. It doesn't know where the 45s are. I'll put it there. This is the first time I've tried to automatically play a 45 on here. It doesn't like it, does it? At least it's at the right speed.
That's right.
Snap, crackle, and pop.
definitely hear the British invasion vibes. I mean, almost a little. I heard like some Beatles kind of vibe
You
there.
can't not with
Yeah.
me.
Well, it comes through. I spotted it right away. That's really good. So you had those records made and
Yeah.
just sold them independently.
This is I think 1983, and then I did a couple of like radio interviews and TV interviews, and then left the country. I will put on looking for you because I want your opinion on that too. But and this is a ballad.
Okay.
Okay. We ready? Is that recorded?
You bet. We're
All right,
good.
okay.
I'll just.
I'm looking at you, girl, and I can't believe my eyes. Oh no, I don't believe in telling lies. If you want to, only if I be unwise. The lonely one, the only one who cries. And I'm looking for the answers. I've been searching for so long. I'm not sure what it is that I hope to find. But you've been watching carefully, and I know you wouldn't mind if we both look together sometime. And I'm looking for the answer. I've been searching for so long, and I'm not sure what it is that I hope to find. But you've been watching carefully, and I know that you wouldn't mind. We both look together sometime. It's looking quite clearly like I haven't got a chance. Baby, do you wanna dance? Don't you wanna make a romance with me? Now I'm dreaming one day maybe you could be a man and wife. Stay together our whole life in a quiet little bungalow by the sea.
It's a bit selfish, isn't it? But there you go.
No, very nice. Very nice. Yeah, I thought the melodies were really nice and soft. I mean, it definitely, and you released, or you made that in the 80s, right?
Yeah.
83.
That's right. Yeah.
That was, the soft rock vibe was there.
I feel like they're dated in some ways, but I also feel that they're kind of timeless in some ways too. When I listen to it now, it still touches me.
Very cool. Do you still have the original
The original tapes.
tapes? So if you wanted to make more?
That I doubt it. It was done at a studio in Virginia Beach called I don't know, Main Studios or Big Studios or something like that. But it was the main studio there at the time. and great engineer, and David Strong doing that guitar work, excellent stuff. I think David played the bass too, and I just played the acoustic guitar and sang the backing.
Outstanding. I appreciate you sharing the music with us, and we're going to be back in just a minute or two and do a little tour of the studio, because Alan has a lot of interesting memorabilia. So I can't wait to see that. You bet. You bet. All right, Tribute Band Central, as promised, we're going to take a little tour of Alan Vaughan's studio here and see some of his memorabilia. He's got a lot from the Beatles and from Star Trek and some other stuff. So
yeah, welcome to this is where we hang out, me and my fellow musician mates and just my mates. And this is it's set up so that it covers everything that you can try to do. We can just rehearse from here, or we can actually record as well. This is where I'm doing the recording for You Resurrect Me and other things. We have a variety of instruments to select from. We'll go through those in a second. But and then people send me Beatles stuff, so I have to put them somewhere. And the big chicken, of course, any chickens,
yes.
So, something like that.
Yes,
you know?
yes.
And by the way, remind me, I've got a little present for you by the end of this. She loves you, yeah. All these kinds of things. You recognize those guys. We've got a bit of Woodstock over here on the wall.
Oh wow, yeah.
And more Beatles around the piano. So, and this is a lovely vintage Aerosonic piano. Came with the house, and they said, "Do you want us to haul it away?" I said, "No, please don't." And it's marvelously out of tune. So it's honky tonky, right? Sounds terrible, but in a good way.
In a good way. In a good way.
So, yeah, and you can't. The thing about that is, you can only get that organically. You can't really, with software, get a good honky tonk sound, because it just happens by itself, doesn't it? And so over here in the little Relics mini museum down here, start down the bottom, we've got Robbie the Robot over here, and I think he will say things and stuff like that if he's still got any battery left to him. Or he won't if he has. If I haven't got the battery, then probably.
Probably the battery.
Oh well, but he does. He waves his arms, and that lights up, and he says, "Danger, Will Robinson." Okay, we have to have a Atlanta United Coke bottle.
Coke, yes.
Got the King, and that's your
yes.
lunchbox for going to school. Alan Shearer. I'm not really a Newcastle fan, but a friend of mine gave me that because he didn't know who else to give it to. I'm a Tottenham Hotspur fan, so. We'll see evidence of that as we go around. Here's the main Beatles area that we've crammed everything into. We got everything from, we had the Big Chicken Beatles band license plates made up.
Wow.
That was on the front of my Honda Fit for a long time. And a friend of ours had the Beatles things for when we played in Marietta Square. We played there on the Friday night outdoor thing that they do over the summers. Also played the Strand a couple of New Year's Eves, which was amazing and great fun. But it was a sea of faces, and it was wonderful. I'll never forget pictures and all that stuff. So yeah, we got Yellow Submarine up there.
Oh yes.
A football stuck inside a help mug, and there's Paul. And this is kind of cool. I don't know where this came from, but this is the Russian dolls.
Oh, what do they call
So we've got, it's a Russian doll sort of thing. So it opens up from the four of them. And I'll lay it out down here. I don't know if you can see it, and then there's John, right?
Yeah.
Well, we'll open up John, and then we'll get, there's Paul.
Oh.
And we keep going.
Ringo.
We got George first.
Oh, okay.
Don't forget George. Then we got little Ringo at the end.
Little Ringo. All right.
Isn't that cool?
That is outstanding.
I've never seen anything like that anywhere else, so that's pretty interesting. Oh,
I don't think I've ever seen anything like that either.
yeah, we'll put them back together because,
Yep.
all together now is what they say. And that went right over here. And we got, by the way, we've got Jerry Garcia back over here. Never opened up this package. It's one of the things where you can press a button and he'll play.
Oh, wow.
But, and here's a little Yellow Submarine Hot Wheels.
Ah, yes.
All right. So Jerry Garcia sort of is photobombing the Beatles shelf. And we got Pink Floyd doing that as well. So big David Gilmour fan myself and Pink Floyd, as most of us are. I love the melodic and the sound choices that he makes. Now, this is kind of the groovy. You've got the big old picture. Here's Captain Kirk and Spock
Wow, yeah.
in an iconic pose.
Yes.
And here...
That is the promo picture, as I recall, from basically the second pilot, The Man Trap.
Ah, see, there you go. That's...
Because they very rarely had the rifle phaser.
This rifle was early on, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was very early on. I think this was a promo shot from that second pilot that they did. Oh yeah.
This is what they moved on to.
Yes.
I'm going to set it on stun.
Thank you.
Oh no, I set it to blow up. It's detonating. I turned it off just in time. Oh, God, lucky for us, eh?
We got lucky.
There we go. And there's a couple of Enterprises. The communicator, of course.
Communicator, yes.
The battery's low, you can't hardly hear it.
Oh, I hear it there.
But Scotty, tune the beam up, quick as you can.
Yeah.
I cannot, Captain. She's not got enough power. Tying auxiliary power. Ugh, I forgot about auxiliary power. We did that last week and a week before, but I forgot again. But thanks, Captain. Yeah, I'll tie in the auxiliary power. No problem.
Giving her all she's got.
Give it all she's got. Tying in auxiliary power. Oh, yeah, brilliant. Yeah. Stingray.
Yes.
Stingray is
Now
iconic for anyone growing up in my era in the UK. Stingray is probably the grooviest design of any kind of a vehicle ever.
Totally.
And a Stingray was underwater,
cool.
and this has with firing missiles, so I think I can fire a missile from here. No, nothing works when I want to demonstrate it. It's okay.
No, that's a classic there. Yes.
And we have a Star Trek tree ornament. Yeah, and we got a Ringo book that a friend of mine gave me. That's when he was given a. I think we've got Ringo's. He got a signature on that. He was given a kit from Gary Astridge, Beatles drum historian, and this book commemorates that whole system. They built him a kit especially for him to his specifications, and gave it to him, and it's a one-off. There he is receiving it.
Excellent.
And drum away. We love you, Ringo.
You bet.
Peace and love, mate. Peace and love,
Peace and love.
We got little badges.
Yeah.
Ta-da.
The
Various
glasses.
kinds of Granny
yes.
or Beatles glasses. This is a pretty cool one. This came in one of those special edition vinyl releases. I think it was one of the Wings collection. I can't remember which one it came out of, but it was pretty cool. This is obviously George and Ringo getting married and or attending some function.
Yeah. Outstanding.
So there's all that. That's basically around here. I will show you. Here's Atlanta United.
Oh, yes.
Go Atlanta United. Yay.
Hope to see you at a game sometime.
Absolutely.
I'm not a season ticket holder, but I do try to get down. My son-in-law and daughter are big fans and go down more than I do, but I usually...
Yeah, I mean, I hate fighting the traffic these days. I'll watch it all the time.
Yes.
But, and I am going down to Florida this weekend to see Inter Miami, which is my son's team because he now lives down in Vero, but he loves Atlanta United as well. So, we get both sides. Here's an old poster of when I used to do solo gigs all the time.
Right.
And here's our worship band created Uncle Travis's traveling remedial grace salvation band, and that contains some of the material that we used in that.
Excellent.
Hello, there's the British flag. Thank you very much.
Oh yes, you bet.
White Hart Lane. That will prove to all the Tottenham faithful. That's White Hart Lane, the street sign.
Ah yes.
From it's now got a almost brand new stadium that's state of the art. And there's the old Beatles band, the drumhead, and one of the signs that we've used. And So there we go. They're the paraphernalia that constitute all this lot of this the massive vinyl collection over there.
Ooh, and a couple of the big chicken models.
Couple, yeah. So
Yes.
now this one's funny because this one here was made by the Big Chicken Beatles band keyboardist. His father made this, and so we used that. The bass player and myself, named Lyle, and we would go and do like the Little Big Chicken Band duo, the Little Big Chicken Beatles band duo, and this was our tip chicken. And so
Yes.
we thought we had to name the tip chicken, and so we asked the audience, so what should we name it? And people were throwing out all kinds of different names. Somebody said Philip. So fill up the chicken.
Fill up
it's a tip
the
chicken. Fill up the chicken.
That is
So that's now Fill Up the
outstanding.
Chicken. Yeah. And,
Very cool.
And we got an old Elvis Presley thing here. This is the rock star who created what you just heard on the vinyl earlier. I think when I was about maybe 28 or something like that. And,
Wow.
looking all moody and whatever. Penny Lane. Now these are interesting because these chronicle both New Year's Eves that we played at the Strand in the heart of Big Chicken Beatles Land, right, which is Marietta.
Yes.
And so we played with the Jack and Stones, no longer together now, but they were the Stones band, and we were the Beatles band. So people saw Stones and Beatles together for New Year's Eve, and that was in 2014, I think. And then 2015, the next year, we did it again. Both of them sold out full. There's footage out there on YouTube and wherever else where you can.
We'll look for a link for
see.
that.
Yeah, we'll send you those, and that was fun time. And there's, you always have to. What song do you always have to end a Beatles one with?
Yeah.
So with the lighters and the rest of that. So that's all good fun. It's been a totally good road, and it's only just starting. So I'm only, I'm still alive. So got lots of original music now. That's the focus. And you heard one of the new original ones, and there are lots more coming. Not just me, but I invite other musicians, especially in my demographic, who have got, you've been exposed to the best music ever as you were growing up.
Yes.
And so you have those sensibilities and you have those standards, but you still can create new music with that, and we're the only ones who can really do that authentically. So that's what my label's about, and it's called onemusic.biz. And I think I mentioned that before, but I might as well put it out there again. So anybody who's interested in collaborating, doing this stuff, we're not in it for the money. We might make a bit of money, but really in it to get the stuff out there and feed our our quality music starved public.
Absolutely. Well, I want to thank you again for taking time. Both, it was so enjoyable to see the takeover show at Gaston's Grill, and to get to know you a little bit better, and to do the interview, and then so kind of you to invite me into your studio and get to hear you hear some of your music from years ago. I cannot wait to see more and to see where you go with this, and I'm a fan. And thank you again. Thanks for all your support of the channel. And for my audience, like, share, subscribe, and comment. If you have any Beatles questions, Alan's your man. Put them in the comments, and I'll make sure that we get them answered. So thank you, Alan.
Thank you so much, Harlan. It's been my pleasure. I wish you all the best with the whole Tribute Band Central. I hope it grows massively. And it's a great place to be. I'm a fan of yours.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, I just wanted to thank you again for doing this, Harlan. I'm a big fan of the Tribute Band Central, and I wanted to give you your very own Big Chicken Beatles Band.
Thank you so much.
T-shirt. Hopefully it fits okay, and if not, you put it on the wall. Give it somebody, but there you go.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Very kind of you, and I will definitely wear it to a show.
All right.
All right.
Cheers,
Thank
Mike.
you. Take care.